It's early here in Porto Princesa. And I've just woke up to see that Brett May has ignored the fact that people want to see him fight Jimmy Justice and is going ahead to fight Luke Dyson. So I'm here with the bad news is that Brett May is doing as usual again. So the Bash fight didn't happen, and the Danny Christie fight didn't happen, and the Paul Venis fight didn't happen. So good morning. It's early, but the bad news is Brett May is apparently fighting Luke Dyson. Listen, I think Luke Dyson could definitely beat Brett May in the hay bales. Just purely based on the fact that Brett May's got absolutely no technique at all and runs in swinging wild hooks, and Luke Dyson actually throws straight shots. He rolls low, like I've said before, like we've seen him do, and he's quite evasive. So in the hay bales, he could well knock Brett May out. But Jimmy Justice went through the poll because Brett May said, I'm going to do a poll and I'm going to see who you people want me to fight. And there was not one vote for Luke Dyson. Everyone said Paul Venis, which he obviously doesn't want to fight Paul Venis. He's scared shitless, and I don't blame him. I do not blame him. Paul Venis is a very, very scary man, and he's a proper fighter. Very, very good bare knuckle fighter. Very accomplished K1 fighter. But the thing is, if you don't want to fight someone, you should not pretend to make content and say that you do want to fight them. It doesn't make sense, and that's what the situation is. That's what the issue is. Paul Venis would eat Brett May for breakfast, basically, and I'm waiting for my breakfast as it goes. Jimmy Justice would eat Brett May for breakfast. It's pretty simple. If they had a striking match, Jimmy would make him miss, make him pay. He'd run rings around him. He'd box him, box his head off, jab his head off. Jimmy wouldn't be able to get anywhere. Brett wouldn't be able to get anywhere near Jimmy. It's a fact. Like I've seen it with my own eyes. Jimmy's so elusive on the way out. He's slick on the way in and then elusive on the way out. Brett just wouldn't be able to hit him. Dyson is a little bit more of a slugger. He might have a little bit more of a chance, and he's fucking half the size, mate. He's like, Dyson's about 5'8". Brett May's like 6'4" or whatever he is. It's just fucking ridiculous. But if you're talking fighting ability, Jimmy Justice is miles ahead of Luke Dyson, and that's not a slight on Luke Dyson. That's just Justice is an ex-professional MMA fighter, and he's had a lot of fights, but he's learnt on the job, and he's an unlicensed boxer, you know, that's the difference. So it's just the same old bullshit. And here I am in Porto Princesa, and I'm still making videos about the same thing. It's just fucking ridiculous. But I can't leave this shit. I keep watching it and I keep seeing it, and I just can't leave it. Right. Then Exposure TV said that they would put up £10,000 for Brett May to fight Paul Venis. And Brett May said no. Brett May said me and Danny were getting more than that. They weren't getting more than that. They were getting less than that. They were getting a split of £10,000 each, if you remember rightly. And it was going to be split. I think the winner was going to get 60 and the loser was going to get 40. So it was going to be £6,000 and £4,000. It's just so Brett May's just talking shit again. Sorry, I'm a little bit slow. It is early. It's really early. Brett May's just talking shit again, and it's just fucking. It's just what the fuck's going on here? Why are people still tuning into this shit now? I just don't understand. So Brett should grow some nuts and fight Jimmy Justice, who the people have actually asked him to fight. The options were Jimmy Justice and Luke Dyson, and he's chose Luke Dyson, even though he asked for a vote, and the people voted for Jimmy Justice. Listen, if you think you need a fight camp for Jimmy Justice, who's half your fucking size, Brett May, just give him a few weeks, give it a month, and I'll be back, and I'll come up and corner him, and I'm sure Jimmy will be more than happy with that. and we can get it on. We can get it on a home show, one of our home shows. We can get it on in a park in Doncaster, as you like to say, at the racecourse, whatever. Yeah, and Jimmy will be happy to do so, and Jimmy will be happy for me to be in his corner. Yeah, because Jimmy's not fucking scared of you, and he'll beat the shit out of you, and it's as simple as that. So, lads, the sun is shining. I'm going to the beach today, going to Honda Bay. I haven't got ages to make videos this morning. Just trying to keep on top of things and keep updated with things. But yeah, Brett May, just fucking grow some nuts. Fight Jimmy Justice. He's half your size. And you might actually get a bit of credibility for it, rather than just talking about fighting other people. Look, if you fight Dyson, fair play. I still don't think you're going to, but fair play. But yeah, let's see what happens. Adios, le boss.